This week I made the lasagna that my family always asks for, and it all starts with Bolognese sauce. And this is the recipe my southern Italian family has been making ever since I can remember. And somewhere along the way it became the one I make whenever I want everyone to leave the table happy. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I have guests over, I try to think, like, what can I make that's still special but isn't going to leave me standing in the kitchen for hours on end? So for this time, the answer was lasagna. And if you make a good lasagna, you know that the sauce for it can be everything, and it just does all the heavy lifting. And in this case, I had a great pot of Bolognese sauce just simmering away for a few hours. So this is everything that we're going to need to make our Bolognese sauce, and this is going to make a nice size batch. So this will be perfect for freezing extra portions. So here I have 1 onion, 2 carrots, 2 stalks of celery, and I have 2 jars of tomato passata here. And if you can't find passata, you can use strained tomatoes and that will work just fine. You'll need a cup of white wine, a cup of milk, salt and pepper to taste, a little bit of olive oil, a pound or so of ground pork, and a pound or so of ground beef. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by grating the vegetables, and that might seem a little bit unusual, but this simple step just helps them melt beautifully into the sauce, and it creates this incredible flavor and this silky texture without any large chunks. Now let me just say, there is no graceful way to grate an onion. You just accept the fact that your eyes are going to water and carry on. So now we have this beautiful mixture of vegetables that we're going to use for our sofrito. And of course, if you don't have a grater, you can always put this in a food processor as well. Now we'll just heat up a few tablespoons of olive oil in a large pot over medium heat, and we'll add in our vegetables. Just let those cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. And I used to rush this step. Actually, I used to rush a lot of things, but I've noticed that sometimes the best things in life just take a little longer than we think they should. And apparently life and Bolognese sauce have that in common. Next, we'll add in our pound of ground pork and the pound of ground beef, and we'll just let everything brown. This is usually the point where somebody will mysteriously appear in your kitchen. And actually, while I was making this, my husband came out and asked me what smelled so good. Then I poured in a cup of wine. Well, approximately 1 cup, because let's not get too attached to precision here. Just stir that in, and then add 1 cup of milk. And I know that sounds unusual, but the milk actually helps soften the meat nicely, and it makes the sauce beautifully rich. Then we'll pour in 2 jars of passata, and if you don't have passata, you can easily use crushed tomatoes, no problem there. Add some salt and pepper to taste, and that's it. So now that everything is combined, what you want to do is bring it to a boil and then cover the pot and bring the heat down to low and let it simmer for about 2 to 2.5 hours. And if you have extra time, the longer it cooks, the richer the flavor becomes. And just give it a stir every now and again through the cooking process and adjust the seasoning as needed. And what I love about this sauce is that it just becomes the heart of an entire meal. Once the sauce is ready, I used it to make lasagna, and I know it's controversial, but I don't cook the noodles ahead of time. I just put them in as is. I layer it up with plenty of sauce and mozzarella and pecorino romano cheese, and then I just cover it and bake it at 350 for about 50 or 60 minutes. The weather was just lovely, so I went out to get the table ready, and it was one of those really warm afternoons, so I made a big jug of ice water with some fresh lemon and a few sprigs of mint from the garden. On a warm day, it just feels so refreshing. My mom had also let me have some flowers from her garden the day before, so I made a few little bouquets for the table. Somehow just a few flowers in some little containers makes everything feel a bit more welcoming. And of course, we weren't the only ones getting ready for lunch. One of my little squirrel friends had already claimed his spot at the picnic table, and my husband actually made him his own tiny picnic table a while ago, and he seems to think it's reserved seating. He was happily working his way through a few nuts while I carried on setting the table. I have to admit, he's a pretty easy guest. He never complains about the menu, and he always cleans his plate. Now, while I'm getting everything ready, I'm going to take you over to my veggie patch over here because I came over to check it this morning, and these are my bush beans. And look, I've got some little babies starting here already. And then over here, my zucchini plant, I've got a little baby zucchini. That's like the first one of the season, and that makes me so happy. I'm so excited to see that. And this is what I love, when a regular day just turns into an occasion. I have to say that summer afternoons like that are my absolute favorite, where you can just set a table and pour a glass of wine, have a few people that you enjoy being around, enjoy conversation, and making memorable moments. And you don't need a lot of fuss or anything fancy, just some simple ingredients and a little bit of patience. Anyway, that's what I got up to the other day, and the Bolognese sauce was absolutely worth the time, and the lasagna disappeared pretty quickly. I hope you get a chance to try it, and let me know in the comments if you do. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a bit of your day with me. Many blessings to you and your families. Take care, and we'll catch you in the next one.